mom,
life,
balance, and we bring you the MLB Podcast,
the playbook for women struggling to make balance a priority in their lives.
Hey y'all, hey. See how I did that?
Nah.
That was cute, right?
I don't know.
Hey y'all, we back. We here again.
It was okay.
Sidebar, she called me bruh and she never called me bruh before. I just wanted to say that real quick to y'all. She called me bruh and I felt like, I don't know, so cold.
Y'all, it was the day of the shoot. We did a shoot podcast. And you will soon learn and understand Brittany. And sometimes
you gotta hit me with a bruh.
You gotta hit you with a bruh. Because usually you're right. I said, hey, friend.
Yeah, thank you. So we're trying to come up with an intro. And I'm like, just say what you normally say. And she hit me with the bruh. And then she was like, I was uncomfortable. And I'm like, yo, I said I was awkward. Like, everybody knows I'm awkward sometimes.
I am fine with the awkward part. I had no problem with the awkward part.
But if you would say, hey, friend, I wouldn't have been awkward.
Well,
hey, it'd been regular.
Well, hey, friend.
Hey, see, easy. So what's up, y'all? This is episode 2. We told y'all we was coming back to the MLB pod.
And we're back.
We're going to bring a throwback out. How you feeling?
Ooh. I am actually feeling a little, I'm not overwhelmed. There's a lot on my plate right now, but I am not overwhelmed. I'm feeling a little weird because we were addicted to Celsius.
Tell them how we really feel. All right, so yeah,
me and Brittany both had a Celsius addiction.
Yes,
and
we're very aware. And we came in tune and noticed it at like
the same time. We didn't even talk to each other about this addiction. We both were just talking about the new flavors that came out. The new, the flavors that came out, how good they were, and all the things. And we met up for lunch on Labor Day, and we went for a walk, and we were just talking, because we always talking. We are always talking. It's Brittany. She's a yapper, because I'm not even a big talker, but Brittany, she brings it out of me. So anyway, we're talking, and the week prior, I was having like this weird feeling of like, I kept seeing Celsius cans everywhere. It's like they were haunting me. It was like two in the car. Like two in the car, one on the desk. And it's just like, I just felt myself constantly feeling like I needed a Celsius. And I was like, this might just be an addiction.
Yeah, we are pretty addicted. I was looking forward to the mornings to drink it.
Yeah, so that's what it is. Usually in the mornings, I grab my Celsius, I grab my water, I go to the gym. And that's literally my day. I've never really drink them like midday or throughout the day, because I learned my lesson a long time ago. But anyway,
it was some morning sunshine.
It was the morning thing, right? Like walking into the gym, got your Celsius, whatever. And then, so I started feeling weird, and I was just like, I think it's time for me to give this up. People have been telling me, oh, they're not good for you, all things.
No, man, haters.
We didn't care. It was no sugar, and it was lots of caffeine, and it made us feel good, and it tastes good. And so we meet up at lunch, and I tell her, I'm like, I think I'm gonna give up Celsius. And it was almost like she was telling me and I was telling her at the same time, right? Like it was almost like she was about to tell me, but I said it, but we both was like,
oh my gosh, I was thinking it, I knew it was confirmation.
God. Yeah.
Because I was kind of trying to talk myself out of it. I was like, you start back working in September, you're gonna need it. But then when you said it, I was like, nope, let it go.
Yeah. So I said all that to say, I was a little weary this week of like this has been a very busy week, and without Celsius, I was nervous, but I feel like I actually did okay. Like I did start drinking tea, which the raspberry tea does have caffeine in it.
I think just a little in tea,
and I feel like it gives me enough to do what I need to do, and so I feel good actually. How about you?
I feel good. I mean, I feel like since I let Celsius out, I'm not sluggish in a way getting up in the morning.
Oh, now that you
like my get up time is like I'm like just getting up.
Now that you mention it,
I was a little sluggish before.
Me too. I was sluggish, but
then I'd be like, oh, I'm having my Celsius in the morning, and then I'd pep up.
Me too. You might be right, but I think I attributed that sluggishness to my cycle coming on, or just like life. But now that you're Now that you mention
my
it,
get up time is
popped up all morning, all week. I mean, goddamn Celsius.
I know. That's it. Make you tired so you can drink some up.
Oh God.
But yeah, other than that, I feel good. I'm a little nervous because I start back working.
How long?
And I haven't been working since May.
That's a long time. That's a good little break. I feel like Brittany always finds a way to take a break from working. And I mean, kudos to her to even be able to take these breaks, these months and months. And I feel like life doesn't necessarily stop. Like maybe it shifts a little bit. I don't really see, I'm sure you feel it, but I don't. From the outside looking in, I feel like the show don't stop, which is pretty dope to be able to do.
Yeah, I feel refreshed, but I'm like,
especially as a single mom.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not like you have a
God willing,
parent household right now, but for you to be able to take these breaks from work and just still be out here, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
it's giving unicorn.
That's the inside joke. But yeah, I'm a little nervous because I'm like, is my brain gonna work again? Because like,
especially after this summer.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I've just been like,
the summer has been a wild one, and now you're going back to work.
Yeah,
and you're nervous.
Yeah,
you'll be fine.
And I'm a lover of the summer, so like even to be able to take this break, I think if I
and it always happens where you get the summer off.
Well, yeah, strategically I do plan it out. You know, I would not want to take a break in the winter. I would be depressed.
True. Yeah,
and seasonal depression is real. So not for you, but for a lot of other people. You love the winter time.
I do love the winter. However, this summer I enjoyed the summer.
I was just about to say, let's get into this summer. I don't know how y'all summer been, but I feel like we both collectively have said it's been a good summer. And Corey don't normally fool with the summer.
I don't fool with the summer. I usually don't like the summer. I don't like that the kids are out. Actually, I don't mind that the kids are out because life is actually easier when my kids are home. Because when they're in school, we got homework, we got lunch and all
the
things.
Structure. It's like super structured.
I won't say that, but I will say usually I don't care for like how hot it is. I feel like my summer wardrobe I don't enjoy dressing in the summer like I do in the fall, winter.
That's true. Fall has better clothes.
I'm not a big traveler in the summer because I just feel like it's so expensive.
It's so expensive.
And I just not only being expensive, I'm not a big fan of traveling in general because I don't like the way it throws me off my routine. But that's another whole nother podcast. But this summer,
give us the highlight.
I feel like I released like all of my. I can be stuffy, guys. Don't tell anybody. Like I can be really like focused on anything that I want on. It can be God. Like once I lock in on something, I lock in. So this year I relinquished everything. I was just like, I'm not gonna have plans. I didn't really make plans. I just kind of like let everything be open and just went with the flow. And I am not that girl. I am not a go with the flow girl. I am a plan my flow girl. Like usually, so every Sunday, typically, I don't play about my Sundays. Like I take them very serious. I'm planning for my week. I don't want to really do a lot of talking. I don't want to be doing anything unless it's like kid related. But this summer, I released all of that, and I was in the pool. I think I went to brunch. I just didn't have any expectations, and it's been so lovely. I've been hanging out with friends. The kids, obviously
beasting
in the gym. I mean, I feel like we beasted. We good. We went in this summer, and it has just been so enjoyable. Like I still didn't travel because again, I'm just not a summer travel person. I don't know if I ever will be. Maybe I don't know. But right now, I didn't travel. Did I travel? I didn't go anywhere. No, but I still.
No. You used to do y'all used to do summer vacations.
Yeah, we usually do one thing, but this year I didn't even have any intention. Like I just no plans. Whatever came, and it was just so fun. Like we cooked a lot at the house. 4th of July, we always do a really big 4th of July party. I guess it was so fun. This was the first year. We didn't have a whole lot of people, but we had like just the right. It was intimate. The right people were here. The food was busting. We had enough food for everybody. We danced the night away. I mean, usually I'm so focused on like catering to everybody, making sure everybody got their drinks and this and this and this. And I was literally laid out in the VIP section. Remember my VIP?
Yeah, we got VIP
we
section.
We had a VIP section for the moms, and we let the dads have this. But it's just been a really, really good summer. How about you?
I could say the same, similar. Because I'm not as smug as you, but when it comes to like parenting, I am very structured and routine. And this summer, you get to break it, which is great. So anytime I can break a routine, I like, because I hate when I start feeling like a robot, like to the point where sometimes I'm like, I've caught myself like driving this same way, but I don't need to go that way just because it's so routine.
Oh, hell no. Really?
Yeah. Yes, that's why I'm like, the summertime is like I'm breaking it. Ain't no rules. Like I'm just gonna be, if I want to be outside, I want to be outside. If I don't, if I want to be in the house, I want to lay up. I want to lay up. Like that's how my vibe is. But for the most part, yeah, like I didn't travel as much. I did do those 2 little quick trips. You normally always do those, and that was like my first time doing
I like a quick one.
Quick, like literally Saturday, Sunday, come back.
Typically, I only like quick trips because, again, I don't like being thrown off my routine.
Too long. Yeah. So I thought I was going to feel like I needed more, but it was like just enough. Mm-hmm. And then I did the 48-hour unplug thing, which was nice, even though my sister spazzed out for a day. But it was nice to do that. So if you haven't done that, guys, try it. 48-hour, no phone, just completely locked in.
I did not know you did that. That's what you did? I didn't know you did no phone.
That's cool. And then post everything. I don't post in a moment. And then waiting.
Well,
coming back, but yeah.
Now the summer's over.
Right. Don't leave me. And why is let's talk about how they rushing it. I just really feel like they rush the summer away. It's enjoyable as
you know what it is though? It's school. Like because school starts so early. In our minds, summer is over, even though technically summer isn't over until late September?
Yeah, I think the middle of September. I read that sales is just super down, so that was another reason why the summer was being rushed away.
So it's rushed every year.
Promote more, yeah, because I guess people spend more money going into holiday season, so they pushed it up. So for example, like I had read that Home Depot had been selling Halloween stuff since June to get people to like spend more, which is crazy.
Not them speeding up our lives.
Right, pretty much.
Wow. Who's behind this marketing stuff? Mm-hmm. But it does feel good now to be going back into a routine, right? It was fun. Summer was fun. But now it's time for a reset, baby. It's time to end the year.
It's time to lock in, focus, and zone in. Yeah. That's typically what I use the fall, especially winter. Like fall, I'm still a little outside, like peekaboo. Winter, I'm like a bear in a cave. Like if you invite me somewhere, it's got to be a house, or I'm not coming. I want to be cozy in the house all winter, and I want to be focused, like.
I do want to be focused, but I think I like to focus typically September, October, November, and then I am just winging it for December.
January, February?
Yeah, no, just December, January, and then February I typically lock back in. I think it's the holiday thing. Like it kind of gives me. I think because also I focus so hard. I go so hard in September, October, kind of November, mid-November. That with like work, because I work in marketing, so for a quarter, everybody's like trying to do all the things, trying to finish the year strong, just like we're trying to finish the year strong. And so I am just locked in, banging it out, so that when Thanksgiving comes and like it starts that holiday season and things become a little more relaxed and people start taking off work, I can just let loose again. And I'm a winter baby. I was born in January, so I don't mind being outside. I love the winter. I love putting on clothes. So invite me out in the winter, baby.
I like a little fly coat, but I'm not into winter. But I do want to get into the reset because I feel like reset means a different thing for different people. So I get to what I think my definition of reset is. So for me, a reset is something got to get switched up. Like this isn't working for me. I need to readjust, switch it up. And that's normally if I've set my mind on something. So I know, for example, like the top of the year, I was like, yeah, I need to make more money. It doesn't look like I'm going to make more money in this position. I need to get to this next level. Okay, well, what does that look like? So then I started kind of doing my plan, and then it wasn't working. It wasn't working. And I found myself burnt out, frustrated. And when something is not working for me, it don't take me long to be like, yeah, nah, this is insanity. Like, I am so quick to say something is insanity. I am not going to keep doing something if it's not working. So I want to say May actually was a reset for that, you know, for a career transition for me. So May, I was like, I'm going to pause. Like, this isn't working. June, we need to do something different. And so June, July, I did something different. And then, you know, come August, I got the results I wanted. And so that's just kind of, and
so one thing resetting in the summer.
Well, not necessarily. So that's what I was going to get into next. I don't have a set time period of when I reset. I reset throughout the year. Like, I feel like that's why when New Year's come and everyone's like goes. Well, you know, this is what I'm going to do all year. Like, not me. If I, just like how we woke up in September, it was like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. That's me. Like, I don't wait for a certain time period. So I'm going to reset again, you know, right? I'm going back to work. Now I need to kind of reset. Well, what do you want to like focus on? And then once I focus on it, I'm going to see how it's moving. And then you know, if it's moving well, we're going to keep moving. If it's not, I'm going to switch it up. So like, I know going into Q4, it's I typically always save in Q4. It's always my focus. And then I have some home projects that I need to work on.
I did home projects in the summer. I forgot about that. I finished Deuce's room. Oh, the summer was great, but anyway.
So that's what a reset looks like for me. You know, I say every time I reset, I'm like, yeah, we gotta switch this up. Like, and that's just kind of how I run my life, business, with anything. A man, if it ain't working too long, we gotta switch
reset.
It up. Reset. It's not working. So that's my definition. I'm pretty sure yours is a little different.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. It's similar. I do find myself resetting often. I think because I reflect often. So when it comes to like goals and stuff, I reset often, and I don't need like New Year or anything either to just switch up. I just wake up one day and be like, you know what? I'm going to be the healthiest I've ever been in my life. And whatever that looks like, and I just figure that out and create that routine. But coming off of the summer, a reset is needed for me because, one, I have never been this lax ever in life. And so I feel like I need a routine reset to just reprioritize like the focus for the end of the year, or not necessarily the end of the year, but the next couple months and beginning of next year. So it's more so what's my new routines, what are the kids' routines, like, you know, usually in fall sports start back up. Well, they never stop, but different sports start back up. So what are those schedules like? What are practices like? Just kind of like resetting calendars, looking at my goals and seeing are we good? Like we wowed out in the summer a little bit, but you know, what do we need to do to get back on track? What else am I resetting? Even looking at my health, like, is there anything that needed a reset there? Which I think we both decided that we needed to reset and stopping drinking Celsius. But mine is more so routine focused. Like when I think of reset, I'm thinking about what do I need to do to put myself in the best position for the next couple months, whatever the focus is, whether it's in the summer and I'm just doing nothing, what do I need to do, or we're going into Q4, work is about to get crazy. The kids' schedule is about to get crazy. The amount of birthdays and things that happen in our family between October and January is crazy. Holidays, crazy. So just kind of like focusing in on like, all right, what we got to do all of these things and to make sure that my mental is where it needs to be able to take on all this stuff and like, you know, execute and get it done without feeling overwhelmed and crazy, because that is like my main goal right now, is to not go back to that feeling that I felt last year, and I think I spoke about in the last episode. So that's what the reset has been for me, and it's been lovely. Like, I enjoy the summer. I miss it. It's just a good time. It was a good time. But we resetting. We back. I think I sent out an email, I think, to my subscribers a month or so ago, like right back to school time, and kind of walk them through like everything that I do to reset. I might post it as a blog, and I can share it if you guys would be interested in something like that. So let me know, because that's my thing. I love to walk you guys through how to get your life together, especially when it comes to routine.
Yeah, I feel like the key, even though like the reset kind of looks a little different, the key thing was the reflection part.
Yeah. Yes.
They being able to reflect.
Yeah, you're right. And then taking time to do it often throughout the year. Like, I think you mentioned a good point. A lot of people wait to December, and you're like, oh my God, what's coming up? New year, new me. I don't think I've ever been a new year, new me person. To your point, I think I've always been it could be November, and I'm like, this is what I want to do, and I'm working on it right in and there. Like, typically August, September, I'm thinking about next year already. So that's another thing. Like, I'm already thinking about January, February, March, and April, because actually by now we're thinking about spring break.
Right.
So like we live in ahead of time. So I agree. It comes down to stepping back and pausing to reflect on what you need to do. Tighten up.
Yeah, and I feel like with reflection, because that's something that I did a lot with this year. A little bit. I'm trying to think. 2023.
I reflected so much last year. It was crazy.
Yeah, I feel like I did a good amount, but definitely way more in 2024. And the thing about the reflection part is, kind of go back to what we was talking about before with just the process. If you kind of look at the process, then it helps you better focus. You know what I mean? When you're ready to reset or switch it up. I like to say switch it up, but when you're ready to switch it up, so then you can kind of fine tune whatever.
What process are you speaking about? Like, what kind of process? Like the process of what?
What may have not been working or what was working.
Got you.
So and that can, it's all up to the person, whether it's the goals that you had or you're saying it's primarily routine. That routine, if that routine is working, okay, well, I want to keep this routine going. Maybe I want to add in some more, or this routine didn't really work. I need to change something.
Yeah, I agree, and I ask because I love the word process. Actually, my husband uses process a lot when talking to the kids and training. But even like I feel like everybody should reflect on what their processes are, even when it comes to something as simple as your routine for cleaning your house. Like, what is that process like for you? Or routine, I guess it's similar, but what is that process like? And is it working or is it not working? And what tweaks do you need to make sure your process is progress, or no, your process is.
So you're saying like
the word.
They're using process like they use Demure?
Like what?
Like they're using Demure? They're just kind of throwing it.
No, not they. No, the world has not.
Because they'll take one word, and then an OD
between diabolical, Demure, and I'm sure there's been more, but no, specifically my husband uses the word process. Like when he's talking to the kids, especially when he's talking to my son, he's like, what is your process? Like when you're studying for school, like what's your process to make the note cards? To learn, take what you learned in school and make the note cards. Like that's the process. No, not the social media, take work. Don't steal. Let's let process be process.
Okay. I was just making sure. I was just joking though. But I get what you're saying, because I do want to say this. So when I use these two words, I don't want anybody to take offensive. So there's rich and broke, right? Now, I'm not saying, I feel like there's a very negative connotation with the word broke.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like Lotto has a whole song out called Brokey, and they're making a really big deal about it.
Never heard it.
Right. But anyway, there's a negative connotation with the word broke. but there is high regards to the word rich. But rich can be used depending on what you think rich is, right? Like I feel rich, and not I'm saying because I make all of this money, but I do feel like I'm stable. And you're right, I can take a vacation, and I can, if I want to take off work in a certain amount of time, I can, because I built a life on stability, which is the goal, right? And so I'm saying that because rich people, as in I think people that have more time or people that are more stable and things like that, as I was saying before, get to reflect on the process. But when you have, as they say, like a broke mindset, you're like constantly going
on a hamster wheel.
On a hamster wheel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I honestly sometimes use that like hustle word kind of in there too, but
I hate the word hustle. I don't know why I hate the word hustle so much.
Because you're just like constantly, I think for me, when I think of someone hustling, like I literally think of someone like on the street, just every day they're getting up, like I need to, it kind of remind me of like old school, like I need to sell these mixtapes on the street real quick. I'm hustling these mixtapes. Mm-hmm. I don't think he's reflecting on the process at all. At all. Every day he's like, right, I get these mixtapes out, like, and I got to sell them, and that's it.
I think there's a time for hustle. I think there's a season for it, like maybe when you're younger. You know, and everybody's just trying to get it out the mud, I guess. You know, whether you're coming out of college or you didn't go to college or you're just trying to figure it out, there's that season of like hustle. And then at some point, you should reflect.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't think, I guess, more of a broke mindset gets time to reflect, and that is something that can help you not be in that situation. You know what I mean? Because you do have to really self-examine, like, is this process working? And that is the point to me of a reset, so that you can focus, you know, going forward on whatever it is that needs to happen. And this is how people sometimes get stuck in like careers for a long time, or like I mean, we can even take it to fitness, like doing that same, because even in fitness when you're working out, like my body has gotten stagnant a lot, and I've had to like, and I've seen better results this year because I switched it up.
Same, because
I added so much more stuff in
Pilates. Because at first I was only doing Pilates 2 days a week. That's it for maybe like almost 2 years, because I was doing boot camps and stuff before, and I was hurting myself, so then I only did Pilates. And then I realized I was getting big, and I was just like I'm working out, and then I started doing another workout. But long story short, I just felt like I was doing these things, but my body was not changing. And I'm like, I know I'm getting older, so I get that. Like, I know you can't do 2 crunches and have abs again, have six-pack. Because back in the day I could, but
I mean, you even resetted your diet.
I was gonna say I had to reset my diet. I was going to say that. So that's what it was. It was my diet that I had to like start looking at me like, okay, girl, my diet and the amount of time that I am inactive in a day. Like, those 2 things were the things that was holding me back all this time, outside of, you know, my workout routine. Is that 1, I was taking in way too much sugar, and 2, I would work out, but if I'm sitting at my desk working all day, and you just did the workout at 5 in the morning or 8 in the morning, whenever, that is way too much time to be inactive, and our bodies need movement, you know, constantly. So that was a reset that I had to like work through, even with now knowing that I'm going to be working more, like outside of, you know, being outside for the summer and not being, you know, now I'm like, okay, it might get cold outside. What does that look like for me? Just making sure I'm active. And for me is I work a little, and then I do something around the house. Like whether I'm doing laundry, I'm walking around this house, I'm taking 15-minute like breaks, just to make sure my body's moving. But this isn't about that. We can have a whole nother episode with our fitness. I can't wait to have a fitness.
Oh yeah, we do need to have a fitness episode.
Yeah, I think that would be.
Well, I guess the whole point is you can apply the reset focus to pretty much different aspects of your life. I feel like I could even talk about like how I've had to reset parenting. Like, oh my gosh, raising girls are hard. We could definitely, you know, if this is a topic that you guys want to dive deeper, because let me tell you, I can get deep. You know,
with the health, with the fitness side?
Well, everything. I can get with anything. So if y'all need some more,
she's a yapper.
We'll circle this episode back with the reset refocus.
She's a yapper.
All right. So if it's your first time, we like to do a look tip and trick. Or
oh yeah,
did I say that?
We didn't do this last episode because we felt like it was just like a refresher. Mm-hmm. But yeah, look, tip, trick, or tip,
look, and trick. There we go.
Do I have the tip? I think I have the tip.
Yeah, you have the tip.
Oh, since we're talking about resetting and we're talking about routines, my tip for you guys, and this is it is a shameless plug, but you all should go get my workbook if you haven't already. It is Fuck a Planner. You need a system. And I mean, you could change our system and say you need a routine, you need a reset, you need a process, but however you want to do it, basically it walks you through the reset and like creating these routines in your life. And you can always reflect back to this workbook every time you feel like you need to reflect and switch up some things. So it's
FCK.
I'm gonna link it. Yes, it's FCK, guys. FCK. You know, we have to keep it very PG-13 around here. But I'm gonna link it. That's my tip. It'll change your life.
Well, I got the look, and every time whoever has the look will definitely try to have it. You should have went first
because you have the next two.
Oh,
but it's okay. Go ahead.
I'm closing it out. Okay. So the look is a bucket hat. When I bought this bucket hat, by the way, so sidebar, I was in Miami with my friend, and I was like, isn't this such a cute color? Like, I just like the pop color. And she kept saying, I just can't understand what CHA stands for. Like, she just was so hung up on it. It was so funny.
Oh, I didn't even
notice, right? Because the colors is popping. That's how I was when I bought it.
What does it stand for?
I don't know. But it was funny because the whole time in the store, she was like, I just need to know what CHA stand for. So then she done asked the lady when I was buying it. No, I was like, girl,
nobody knew
it. No, it's just that.
I don't know. I think I would have needed to know what CHA stands for.
She's like, you don't even know what you're buying.
I kind of agree with her. But the color does pop.
The color
I only have one.
Especially with our little black and white. Like
we didn't even plan this.
Oh, yeah, we didn't.
Shout out.
See, that's why sometimes you got to have a wing it friend. She planned everything. I sometimes have to wing it off of her. So it worked.
What else? It's a balance, I guess. But if I didn't plan things, we wouldn't do a lot of stuff. But anywho.
That's true.
I only own one.
That's big facts. That is big facts. We wouldn't be as far as we were if you didn't plan.
I know. So they hate me. They hate me in the moment, but they appreciate me later. But it's all good. I'm gonna stay on their heads. Stay on their heads. I have one bucket hat, and I don't wear it often. But yeah. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't really like the way they look on me. But
you do the big. You gotta do the big ghetto like.
Oh, the hoops and stuff. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. I don't need the hoops. Okay. All right, I'll take it.
So try that. So I also have the trick. I don't know. I feel like this trick is like, I don't know if it works, but I read it.
What?
I read it. Okay.
Here,
so since we were wrapping up the summer, I was like, well, this might be a cool trick. So like these gnats and these flies are still lingering around. Right?
Okay, I know the trick for that, but what are you gonna say?
So the trick I got is so they say you're supposed to do the whole apple cider vinegar.
Not for these new ones.
Right. So this is what I read, that if you get some peppermint oil, 15 drops with water, and put in a little spray bottle, and it smells better, and you spray it in the windows, and you spray it around the door. It stops them from coming in.
Okay.
You got something better?
That may be true. I don't know. I've never tried it. All I know is these new gnats are nigga gnats. And they come in like drones and they don't go away. And you can try everything and they are not scared. They gonna fly right through your peppermint oil. What you need is, and so we got this summer, are those little Zevo things, the Zevo plugins. Have you seen those?
I got the spray.
So the Zevo plugin,
but I feel like
has a blue light, and you just plug them in your kitchen. I put one because they come through the drain, so they were coming through the drains in my master. We were attacked by them all summer. Like, it wasn't just us. I thought it was just us, but everybody was dealing with this in the summer. So I put one in our room, in our bathroom. I put one in the kitchen and one in my daughter's room because she was having them a lot, and they all stick.
Do they smell like something?
It's just like a blue. It looks like a plug-in. It's like the air freshener plug-in, but it has like a blue light on it. But inside of it is a sticky thing, so it attracts them to the blue light, and then they get stuck. And then you have to just swap out
make
little
that work
things.
though. Because mine are coming through the garage because my trash can is on the other side of the garage.
Well, you could put one in the garage. You would just have to literally swap out that thing so often because there's gonna be so many bugs that get attracted to that. But if you put it in your house, like right by the door, by your garage door, inside the house, then it'll keep it from them being inside the house. But I actually need to swap mine out because I feel like they've been creeping back all of a sudden. I've been seeing them in the house, but I haven't swapped them out.
Well, it sounds like you could do a combination of both. So you can have those things, and if you want just a refreshing smell when you walk through the door,
if you want to
spray
smell like Christmas.
Peppermint oil smell like Christmas to you?
I don't know. When I think of peppermint, I think of a spa. I think of old people.
I think of a spa.
I think of
the spas always smell like peppermint or like lavender or something, or eucalyptus.
Like eucalyptus and lavender. Yeah, I don't know about no peppermint, but maybe.
Peppermint smell good though.
Okay.
It's refreshing. All right, so there's your trick. I want to get to the social media, so you can follow me at irunna.girlgang.
Here we go again.
irunna.girlgang. Koya XO Koya. We do have a Instagram for it's the MLB Pod, right? Or is it podcast?
I don't remember honestly.
We'll try both. We'll come up. You know what I mean?
No, we'll tag it in the bio.
That too.
And so you can follow the podcast. I'm sure you probably, if you're here, you probably follow our Instagrams already.
Yeah, so we got all three, and then we have a YouTube coming as well, which we're excited about.
I'm so excited about the visuals.
Spirit thing.
I am, I'm a marketing girl, so I'm like always trying to think of like, how can we be seen more? So.
Okay, reset and refocus.
That's gonna be YouTube. Reset, refocus.
All the time.
All the time. Thanks, guys.
All right, see you.